Hey YouTube, this is Kevin, subscribe to your channel. As promised, I'll give you guys a Capo list that I just came up with on the whim, and it's been sitting for like 2 months. I haven't actually changed it or anything, but yeah. It's one of my less stellar profiles, I guess, coming from me. So yeah, it's still a work in progress. But I'm actually focusing on other series, so yeah. So I'm gonna start with 3 Bucker runners. They're really good. For color reasons, obviously because I'm running the events, and if your opponent runs anti-runners, then you can still have a memory effect if they get reversed. So it's pretty versatile, but the only thing that hurts this card is the traits. They're unrelated at all with this deck. So yeah. I'm running 3 Charles, top check, on reverse, Student Council, send us to memory. Also, what is cool about this card is the shift ability, so you can fix it if you want to clock it or something. And yeah, you also it doesn't have a newspaper trait, which is something I'm going to mention. It's like a hybrid type of build. I don't know. I'm weird like that. So yeah, Stuco, good. 3 Charles from the newer set. It's the self-tap, pay 1, give something on reverse salvage. And then you, when your opponent kills something, you give something else 15, which is out there. Basically, color fixing traits are online and generally a good card to use if you don't have any other forms of plussing. So next is a staple, Rika from DC3 with you. Signal. This is the startup, pay 1, send a memory, Ossus ability, and you also have a call from waiting room. If you just get your climax, I believe. Yeah. It's a mandatory for it, and a lot of these DC builds that have Stuco in newspaper, and if you're running the level 1 Rika, obviously, then it's something that's you need. I'm running only 3 of the Erica Yume Brainstorms because you can salvage pretty easily in this deck. You can grab it whenever you want. Basically, your traits are off. You only get the Stuco ability, I believe, and then or trait. So that's something you need to watch out for when you're top checking, or for me in particular, since I built this deck this way, it doesn't. You can't ditch it with the Sarah restand. So it's a lot that restraints that I put myself. So I'm running 1 Rika on reverse salvage 1, level 1 or lower. So it's a less stellar Krista Ricky, but it's something they gave us randomly, and yeah, I'd rather actually have a Krista Ricky. I mean, I'd rather have a Krista Ricky than this ability, but you get to send this to memory, which is nice though. So level 1's main card of the deck, and a lot of these type of builds, is the Rika, where you salvage a level that's indicative of your cards in memory. And it's traded newspaper and Stuco. So yeah, you can get. I'm running Sarah, so I'm running that and AOA, and like you can pretty much get anything you need in this build with that. I'm running 2 Charles old Suiciders because sometimes players can do like beefy level 1s, or they play standby, or that's probably wouldn't work either because they're probably doing level 2s. So I don't know, if your opponent has 1/1s, it's probably my only out to that. 2 Makotos. This is pretty much my cringe right now. Or cringe in here. But it is a newspaper that you need to ditch out for Sarah. So these 6 cards at level 1 are newspaper, and I believe this is a newspaper too. Is it a newspaper? No, this is not newspaper. What this is a DC3 with you card. So basically what I figured out was any card that was released after DC3 main set is a newspaper with these characters, I believe. So yeah, that's something easy to remember. And then for the event, the reason why I love this set is because of this card, Creek. 2 Aois, your source of level 3 early play, whatever, assassin thing. So yeah, it is not Soothing Council, obviously, so you can't get the top check you miss on this. And then, but she is a newspaper, which is good if you have Makoto. Why not? I play 3 money counters. Because you can generally get stock pretty easily, and how you get stock is you just get cards that are play cards that it's recursion, so that means that you'll have a decent number of stock to use. Okay, so for the last MC change support is this. So yeah. So this is something that I wish I can build around, but I don't have Sarah cards, that's to say. But so yeah, very neat card, but you probably won't reverse a lot of things with it. Yeah, so I really like the art too. I should have pulled an SP. 2 of the Old Charles, because why not? It's pretty expensive as a cost now, but it's quite something when you can give it to a restander. Because, and then also she's newspaper, so it works. It's just really darn expensive to make this play. And then 2 Himeno stock healers, just because it's a pretty card and it works with the deck. The climax is 4 stock soul and 4 2K1s. So I've read about the Sakura and I guess I know people play Otome in this engine, and you just cut out the newspaper cards and you run Otome. I think it's a ballsy kind of move, and it's something that you don't see topping too much per se. So it's like a shop kind of thing with pretty much any kind of DC deck in general. Sometimes you'll see it at a WGP over in Japan, but in teams or whatnot, it's pretty much a niche kind of deck. Pretty power corrupt in costs and all that. But yeah, it's something that it's something I had to get into if I was going to get LB and that set, LB versus DC. So yeah, tell me what you think. I'm sorry if it's less that's mention. It's probably one of the most inconsistent profiles that I've come across ever since I started with LB and rewrite. So yeah, but like, comment, subscribe. I got more coming up, so thanks.